Voice of Dallas-Fort Worth. First internet reality show about black women. Real women. Real issues.
A shadow wife is any woman married to anything that's keeping her goals and her dreams in the shadow.
6 women come together to create an awesome experience.
In school we learned the world is a rainbow, and it's filled with different kinds of people. It takes a lot of people to make the world go around.
The Shadow Wives. The Shadow Wives. Shadow Wives.
How long have you been in Dallas?
Yeah. How long have I been in Dallas? Since '87.
Okay, what's the
Oh, you here? I may be here, but where the rest of it is in Philly. Diego.
Come on, 86. I was 6 years old.
So how you like it? How you like it in high school in '87? You were how?
I was 6.
In '87?
Yeah.
No,
wow.
7. You born in 1980?
80. I'm an 80.
1980. The guy was killing kids in Atlanta. Remember Atlanta kids? He was killing those kids.
You got the memory of a hawk.
I was in 6th grade, and I remember stuff like that. I really do. Yeah.
So
he was a black guy that was
tragedies.
Kids, right?
Anything good happened
how are
to me in
you?
I don't mean
1980?
to interrupt. My name is Stephen James Dixon. I wrote this book called Men
Excuse me. We were talking here.
I'm sorry.
You wrote a what?
I wrote a book. I just want to leave you a
Wait a minute,
card.
hold on. Men don't cheat, they hope.
Wow.
Come on, listen, I got something.
Wait,
You're going to interrupt her. Men don't heal, they hope. With women
You're
cheat.
going to interrupt our
Just trying to show the book.
conversation
Come on.
I gotta
about
sit
men
down.
don't heal, they hope. Baby, we don't need
Y'all
you.
not around. Let's get him over here so I
that.
can look him right in the eye. I can't see you from this side.
Right. Yes, I sit down with y'all.
You good
talk
right
for a
here?
minute. Yeah.
Did you really write this book?
Yes.
Men don't heal.
Pictures on
We hope.
Why you put we on there? Why you put we?
I was the first home.
Because he's a man.
I was the first home.
You married?
Yes, I am now happily married.
Now you happily married.
you're healed?
Oh, you
Yes, that's the
healed?
book
You
is
need to change
about.
this card then, though.
The men don't heal. We
You
host
said
about
men, so that means
teaching.
my man, her man, everybody you got.
My man is
your man
dead,
is
so I know
healed.
he ain't home.
So the next man, he'll hold around.
It's possible. You got to make sure when the book what the book will do is it'll teach you the type of man to look for. It's going to teach you men that have healed.
Okay.
So it's saying the average man doesn't heal at all.
No, they
It's
don't.
about teaching men how to get from A to B. What the book is saying, that men and women break up on Thursday. They get a new relationship. The man will get a new relationship on Friday. It's about how men go. You might already have one. Already had one.
Dog.
Right. Conversely, women will get with their girls like y'all doing, come out, hang out, vent, express themselves, deal with your issues, things like that.
Emotions and all that.
Right. Subtitle of the book, a book about the emotional instability in men. That's what I'm talking about. Men, a lot of men are running around emotionally upset, disturbed,
Because they can't get their damn way. That's what that is.
or they don't want to step up to the plate and do what that woman needs them to do, right?
Because they're a punk, so you get another one. Call your child and find out what's going on. She couldn't answer the phone because they took her phone up at school. So take off your job, take your sorry ass up to that school and handle your business like a man is supposed to. It's been 15 years and I'm sick of handling this by myself. Sacrifice, the sacrifice, that's what it's called. You tell them white folks on their job you can't handle it right now. You leave and you go handle your business. I am out of town. I can't do it all by myself. And you wonder why I did in your pockets the way I do. Handle your business today.
The life and a day of a shadow wife.
It's too much like right for some of these men to do what they need to do. I don't ask for a lot. I don't bother nobody. I don't have baby mama drama.
And what's about to happen next.
My father divorced 3 times. My grandfather divorced a couple times. Uncles and aunts, everyone's getting a divorce these days.
Right.
And so when I got to my marriage, when I was 23 years old, my first marriage, I didn't know what I was doing.
Back up, baby. How many times you been married?
Second marriage, 37 years old, never get a divorce.
You never get divorced again?
Never get a
How you
divorce
know?
again.
What if she gonna cheat?
Oh, she's not gonna cheat.
How you
She's
know?
taking care of. That's
How
my
you know? That
woman.
don't make, I was taking care of too. I mean, I won't cheat.
That means
A woman would cheat. I'm
We're not talking about you right now.
I put it like this. Okay, so you mean to tell me since you cheated or whatever you did the first marriage?
No, did not cheat. What I did was I wasn't prepared to be in a successful marriage. So, for example, I didn't know how to solve problems. One of the problems we have when we're dating is that we don't know how to solve problems. So when you got your boyfriend, you have a disagreement. What do? You leave.
Right.
So when you get married, you have the same disagreement. What happens? You choose to leave it.
Right. But make you a good hoe, because some men aren't such good hoes. What makes you a good hoe?
I was honest.
trifling hoes.
Right. I
A
was
good
honest.
hoe is a trick. That's
One of
what
the
Listen to
things
what
I
he
tell,
said.
yeah, one of the things I tell single men in the book is that I never had to lie to a woman to get her to like me. That's my challenge for single men. Stop lying to women.
So what
Let
would you do
them
to
know.
him to make him like you?
Yeah, I was just being me.
Like what?
As you
Give
can
me
see,
an
I'm kind of
So you're
smooth.
charismatic?
Right. I got that mouthpiece. I make those jokes. For me, it was easy for me because I was honest. I always like to look at a woman and say, hey, I'm dating multiple women. Just to see what you would do. And once you agree to those terms, you're just a team member. Now I can move on.
That's right.
She already know her
Oh
position.
my God, you had that quasi transparency, so that way a woman would think, oh my God, this man is somebody I've never met. There's no other guy like him.
He was honest. He was honest. That makes him better. No,
He turned the woman on by being like that.
Right.
And you just being a hoe.
I would just tell women straight up. Like, well, I remember times I'd be out on a date with you, and then I would tell you, hey, are you ready to go? Because I got somewhere else to go. And then you now, and your competitive nature kicks in and says, why are you going somewhere? You need to stay with me. Well, in order to stay with me tonight, you know what you need to do.
Wow.
Oh, see, that's a pimp move right there.
I own 2 businesses. I'm college educated. I'm really smart, all that. But with women, I was not successful in having long-term relationships. And believe it or not, my spirit is of family. My spirit is of Christ. And so I couldn't figure out, I couldn't juggle all those things. What I figured out and what I talk about in the book is I challenge men to apply their professional skill set to their personal lives. There's too many men running around trying to be the best doctors, lawyers, rappers, athletes, all that, instead of being the best husband. So I had to change my focus and say me being a husband is more important than everything else that I do.
Is it because of the woman you love at this moment?
I love my wife tremendously, but it wasn't because of her. I'm in love with my wife tremendously. But I didn't change because of her. No, not at all.
You have to change for yourself.
I had to change for myself.
So did you change for yourself?
Yes, I said to me that I'm a better man than this. You know, when I look at my credibility or a portfolio of things, when I say, hey, I'm going to be twice divorced man, I'm better than that. I can't do that. I can't go down that road. So I started challenging myself to say, what can I do different in this relationship? What can I do different in this marriage? And I came up with a principle that all relationships, all marriages are either successful or they fail based on the leadership of man. I didn't have any leadership. That's why my relationship.
I think that's an excuse because when you know better, you should do better. You knew better. You knew when you was playing that pimp game that it was wrong. But you teach people how to treat you. So if a woman allowed you to do that, then she knew her position at that time.
Exactly.
But you did play a dangerous game. So I think marriage saved your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, how would you handle this if you found out your wife was cheating on you as we speak?
I tell people all the time that I will not leave my wife if she cheated physically, sexually. If she wanted to work it out and it wasn't a love, emotional thing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's body or whatever. I'm one of those people that take. I'm one of those people that take.
You would take her back if she slept with somebody else?
If she said she loved someone else, I would not take her back.
Well, she ain't gonna tell you that. She
But if it was just the flesh, if it was just her emotions or the heat of the moment, passion.
Now I believe that once a cheater, not always a cheater. Now having said that, there's a couple things that I tell people to do when someone's cheated. Number one, you have to get counseling. I approve of the counseling. You can't just say I'm sorry and come back. Women, y'all deal with that all the time. What I tell people is you can go back to the same person, but they can't be the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go. That person has to change. They have to grow. They have to evolve. They have to get help, get training, get teaching, whatever. Recommit themselves. You can't be the same person. So we go to counseling. I'd have to believe that she was sincere, and then I'd have to know the problem to make sure we don't have that problem again.
What do you do? What do you do in a case with someone like myself who was married to one person for 30 years?
It's a long time. Congratulations.
Thank you. And he's deceased. Because otherwise, trust me, I would still be with him. So in a case like that where that was the only person that you knew, and I know that, you know, the dating and relationship, they have changed. You know, dynamics have changed tremendously. So how do you know, or how are you able to distinguish the hoe from the man? Yeah, the hoe from the man.
They all hoes. All of them is hoes, but they got different faces and names.
That's all.
You got delivered
men don't hear, man. That's a plural world, right?
But they all hoes. Every last one of them is
I love that question, and I love that question because what I do to women when you ask me that is I say women are too often too concerned with what the man is doing.
Don't be concerned.
Show your woman.
No emotions.
Once you've shown your woman, that man has to respond to your woman. If he doesn't respond to your woman, it's time for you to move on.
He's a punk, or his ego is so big where he's trying to act like he's hard. He don't need you.
Exactly.
But you know you whipping that thing on him good. So
You get on Facebook,
move around. The best way to get over
Show
one
your
is get
woman.
under. You
and if he don't respond, then move.
He want a man.
So you understand what I'm
Esther,
saying?
he wants a man.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't overly concern yourself with the man. What you say is, I'm showing you my woman. When you get to a point where you say, okay, this man is not up to ante, he's not giving me a commitment, he's not moving in the right direction,
Yeah, but
it's
look how
time
much
for
you
you to
done
go.
gave.
You don't have men. A lot of men that will tell you that. Show your woman Tanisha. And if he ain't respecting that, you need to step.
It's time to move
Even
on.
if I had someone to say that, and I had women, you know, in my life to tell me that. But when you in love with somebody, It's hard to say walk away because you're thinking, I invested all this time into this person. He's going to change, or I'm praying for a change because you're taught in church to pray and change happens. Right. So that's where my mindset was. I think that's why I stayed so long because I was praying for a change.
But
my change didn't come.
I'm sorry. We have to remember though that we as women cannot change the man.
I wasn't trying to change. I wanted God to change him.
You can't even pray change on him because God gives you the ability of discernment. You can make your own decisions as a man or a woman. So he ain't gonna change a man for you. Right. Yeah, and if you was fornicating, it's definitely not going down there.
Yeah, if you fornicating and shacking all that, you pray, Lord, change.
Right.
Change. You're not even obeying what I told you to do. You gonna land up with this man.
And you want me to asking God to change, say God change me, you know, instead of praying for somebody else. Lord, change me.
Pray God, pray for. So women like that.
I think it just happens to God knows best. You know, He wants us to have the best. I asked while I was praying for that man, I was also praying for the best.
Right.
Wasn't what the best was, so I'm good with that.
So if you cannot go to his home,
and if he starts sending you pictures of his
he don't call you,
right,
something's wrong. If he don't call you at a certain time of night or do not respond, something's wrong.
If he's sending pictures of his male parts too early. Yeah.
Too early? I saw something about shadow wives outside. Is that you guys?
Yeah. So we are.
What are shadow wives?
We are 6 women, and we address real issues. We are DFW's first black internet reality show. So we are on the internet. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube, and we're on Facebook. But we just talk about real issues. We are women that the world or media, so to speak, does not want to talk about. You know, media don't want to talk about nothing good. Media is always positive. So we have something positive, and we like to encourage other women.
This is not tough. This is not shield.
Is not tough at all.
This is like this is not. I'm afraid to be in a relationship with a man.
No, not at all. Because
so
you
really
seal what I already
love?
said. There it is, right there.
So you
don't heal. We hope. We hope. So, I mean, I've always said that, but when I say men are whores, people say, oh, no, they're not. You just mad because your man was a hoe, or, you know, you met. It's not about that. It's just that with the experiences that I've had, it's just always something. I don't know if it's just bad luck. Sometimes I can attract those type of people. You know,
you've admitted to some attraction of certain type of man.
I just feel like that all men cheat. Yep.
I dated a married man. No, most. You know I didn't know. Yeah, at that time. But after I found out, I still continued. Reason being, I was 18 years old. This man was 25. He was 7 years older than I. And me being 18, he was 25. He was mature. He was able to pamper, teach, treat, all those things that I didn't know about. We dated for, I think 5 years.
Oh, that's Yolanda.
Not even 5 years. I'm saying that's after, but I probably found out about this woman probably 2 years after, I'll say that.
And you still was with him?
I stayed with him after that.
Because
I didn't. It was hard to let go. It was hard to leave after all of this, and you fall in love and the treatment and all of that.
And Ghetto D.
Who?
Ghetto D.
What's that?
Ghetto D.
You had Ghetto D?
A Ghetto D?
Ghetto D.
Where'd that come from?
It wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. No, it was just the treatment at age 18. You know, it was just really good for me.
You want to give him a shout out right now?
Shout out to us.
When I talk about love in a book, I give 5 things in a book that are most important for a relationship. Love is the 5th most important to me. I think that's where you're going with it. I say commitment is the most important thing that you can have in a relationship.
Okay.
By far. I need to know that when I get home tonight, my wife is going to be there. That's the only way I can compromise, negotiate, talk about different things, is knowing that my wife is going to be there.
And if she's not?
If she's not, it's going to be a problem.
What you going to do?
Okay.
I'm going to try. Let's just be honest. I need my wife. Commitment, number 1. Number 2, communication. Number 3, trust. Number 4, respect. Number 5 is love. Love is an emotion.
It is.
We go in and out of love, and I think that's what your concern is. That love people fall in and out of. I got couples come in all the time and say, "Well, I'm just not in love anymore." I don't care.
I guess I haven't been hurt enough. I guess I don't want to allow somebody hurting me to change who I am.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Right.
you're not gonna affect who I am. I'm gonna love the next person as much as I love the last person. You're not gonna change me. Love, God is love, and I love God, and because He loves me, and He's gonna heal me past my hurt, and I'm able to love that man the same. At least that's gonna be my prayer. Or maybe I just haven't been damaged enough.
Stephen James Dixon on Facebook. Y'all hit me on Stephen James.
On Facebook too, Shadow Wise. Look for you.
My friend.
All right. Twitter, Stephen James Dixon.
We'll chat with you.
Send everybody to the website to get the book, Stephen James. Y'all let me know know what y'all think about the book or whatever. Send me something.
will.
Shadow Wise, I appreciate y'all. I ain't mean to interrupt y'all. That was good. I wish y'all had a rib somewhere. I could just grab a rib.
No, because then I'd have to fork you.
Y'all have a good evening.
Okay, you stay blessed.
Okay, you take care.
I ain't get to hug y'all, but
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
So I want to get to a place where I think that I just don't. Maybe it's just me.
Right. It has to
my
be on a
optimistic-
personal experience.
Right. I just don't want to get to a place where everything's so bad and people are mean.
And that's what I said. I don't want to taint your thought process. And if you want to get married, then marriage can be a beautiful thing. But marriage is a lot of work.
We can also put out there that, hey, all men aren't dogs, women. You just gotta put your place in the right place. Be in God somewhere close to Him, so you can hear God enough that when God's in the right man, you're not falling for everything to get married. I think sometimes we're so insecure. You're right. Sometimes we're so insecure as women, not y'all, women, that we just fall for anybody to come answer our phone number. And y'all got on me that time about not just give my number. I don't do that because I'm not gonna give my number. This stuff happens. Okay, what you say? Stuff happens. You think you won't get this man your stuff, but if you lonely, you ain't talking to nobody else.
You're vulnerable.
You end up giving your stuff to somebody you ain't really want to. So you gotta be selective. You don't be mad at me because I'm selective. You gotta be. Otherwise, everybody else gotta be the handsome with Tanisha.
Just saying. Okay. For real.
I mean, but the thing about it is, just like, and y'all know I got this combination of music. I like gospel, jazz, and rap, and all that.
Blue.
I love like it all. Okay. And the thing about it is, when you listen to a rapper and he's rapping about driving down the street on some rims or whatever, that's what he saw. He can't go and rap about the moon and the stars and the tree. He ain't seen that if he came from the hood. So if I'm talking from experience, that's what I know.
Moon and the star and the sun.
But you know what I mean. Come on now. You know what I mean. He's gonna talk on what he sees.
Right.
So I mean, if I don't want to be discouraging, I don't want to be discouraging to anybody. But if we're gonna have unrehearsed real talk, I'm speaking from what I know. 6 months from now, I can look at this clip and say, you know what, I've grown, I've changed. There are things that have been different. I've met someone very special. I'm in love. Y'all want to be in a wedding or whatever.
Boy, do we have a surprise for you. Coming up on the next episode.
Yes, you know how he said, making love, that's gonna make it better. I mean, I did everything that I could possibly do. Well, seriously, giving him strip shows because that was my husband. God said my bed was undefilable, and I'd rather for him to look at the stripper in the room and then going outside of my room.
I don't want to burn any bridges with anybody, and then at the end of the day, they have to call me and say, well, I thought we were friends. Because one day, I may have to cuss you out.
Antonio was like, oh, don't be late, and grabbed my purse, got in the car, we're driving, and I was like, I don't got my underwear. And I'm like, crap, I hope something's in the trunk.
We all start at different levels. That baby will get it. She got it in her own way. She's rocking it in her own way.
I think that all of these various religions serve some sort of purpose for the people who embrace them, but ultimately, they are mythological and they don't point to anything that is real.
It's the Shadow Wives. Regular women. Regular situations. Trying to get better. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Tell your friends about our YouTube channel. It's the Shadow Wives.